No.
No.
No. No.
Well, okay then. So, hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome. Welcome to, we're playing this. Today we're playing Guacamelee.
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 I hate people who say melee.
Melee, and it's like it's melee. Probably.
Yeah.
Dude. So it looks
I'm
like
kidding.
it looks like the
those
time it
people.
took me to beat the game. I'm
It's 12 hours.
I'm one number off from being elite 1337, and that's really unfortunate. But you know, you got to do what you got to do in times like these. Actually, the reason it took me so long is because I like 100%ed it, and if you go over to 100%, I'm actually number 289. Or no, I'm 290. So, ain't
That's
that
crazy.
a thing? Anyway, so we're gonna start a new game on normal just so I can show off the game. This
Fun.
Ethan, what do you know about this game?
Well, seeing as how I didn't even know it was a side scroller, pretty much nothing.
Yeah, so this is like a Metroid Castlevania kind of rip-off. But, it's very good. It's very fun. I've played a lot of it.
See how that guy talked? He like puckered his lips every word. It was great.
The running is great. I love the running animation.
The overextended stubby arms.
This guy makes tequila, and he lives in the guava farm, or agave
And he
farm.
lives in the House of Juan.
The House of Juan. And the monk just said that the festival is starting, so we gotta go check this stuff out. The art style reminds me of
Nacho Libre, but oops.
Well, Nacho Libre, but Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is
agree with
one
that
of
one.
my favorite animated movies of all time.
That is a very good animated movie.
I
Not
love
Nacho Libre, but yeah.
Adam, what's your favorite animated movie? Ma'am, it's got to be Nacho Libre. So,
That's not animated. Obviously, there's CGI everywhere.
everywhere. Much Jack Black. I'm gonna skip.
Wait, so did this monk tell you to come to the festival, and then you promptly go to the inside of this dark church?
No, he asked me to come to the church, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then this woman's like, "Oh my, you've grown up," and then she pats her dress.
And then she talks for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Bye, Frank.
She asked to come help with chairs for the festival. But,
Wait, so does that church have stained glass of wrestlers?
they love their luchadors here.
I think that's racist. I'm pretty sure. I went to school.
I saw an article on some website somewhere, and it said like, "I'm Mexican. Should I be offended by Guacamelee?"
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, there's
That's awesome.
because you can play this co-op a little bit, and your co-op's character's name is Tostada.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That like struck me as really funny. I don't even know why, but oh gosh, yep. Okay, this is definitely racist. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Whoa, what's up with Fireface over here?
I'm just skipping all this stuff. So this guy is like the leader of the, because you know how the what is it, like Los Muertos, the Day of the Dead thing with the Mexicans, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He is like the leader of the dead, and he has come to kidnap the president's daughter for some reason, and he killed us, and now we're in the land of the dead.
El Presidente did daughter.
El Presidente. So this is the same city, but dead version.
Pueblucho.
Pueblucho. But this is where we get our luchador mask. There's Tostada.
Like, oh no.
Greetings, Juan. I am Tostada, guardian of the mask. Blah blah.
The physics of that body.
Yeah.
Whoa. That helmet. It's a little bit interesting. Is this the magical helmet of luchador dress?
Yes, it is. He is supreme.
Pretty fiddle his hair.
Heck yeah. So this barrel's talking to us now.
Oh, okay.
Place is under attack by skeletons, and they've locked everyone in the church.
Oh, the luchador race's church. Okay.
Okay, so now there's enemies. X is attack. You can hold Y and grab enemies when they've been hit enough, and you can just let go of Y and throw them. Or you
oh my gosh, that's a good game mechanic.
Or you can just push B in while you're holding them in any direction, and it will like.
Yeah, it did. Them. It says dat boost. It did say dat boost.
Das boot.
Oh.
Yeah, which is actually a Russian movie about a submarine, but apparently it's a wrestling move as well.
Das boot. Wait, I'm confused.
This is just like tutorial bits, you know. It's like hold this guy, aim him here, push B, and you'll throw him, and it hurts the other guy, and there's kind of like a rhythm to it.
Yeah, I really do want to play this now. This looks great.
This guy's in the dark world, so you can only dodge his attacks, which is like left trigger and the right thumbstick. And later you get a lot of other different game mechanics, like switching between the light and the dark world.
Oh, really?
This actually has some of the most difficult platforming I've ever done in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard of this game actually a good little bit. I've just never played it.
Like just straight up beating the game on normal was an achievement. It's tricky business. Okay, so now I get to do this guy's quest, which is put his chickens back in the pen, and he'll give me a heart piece.
Oh, that's nice.
So I just punch the chickens until I can throw them, and they'll go into this thing. There we go.
I love that. That's great.
Toss it up the stairs. Doesn't get much better than this.
Wow, that one, like you were going to say something, but chicken penning just completely distracts you.
It does. So now we get to finish that quest. There's only a few quests in this game, but they let you get all the pieces.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for now. We go up.
This man has the best legs on earth. Boing, 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 boing.
You can't fall. There's no fall damage either. You can just fall forever.
I love that.
This is our save spot. Every time you pass that, it saves and it fills up your health.
Oh, that's nice. Did you see John Trum's review, or anyone's review of the Bugsy games? Or Bubsy, maybe? Like the cat with the exclamation mark t-shirt?
I don't remember watching that one, but I might have.
Oh my gosh. It's like already really complicated and bad. The screen's too zoomed in, it's got a bunch of weird game mechanics, and there's enemies like everywhere. And then you can't see above you when you jump, so you like jump into things. So, on top of all that, he can't see where he's going, and then there's falling damage, and he didn't know, so he falls into this pit and dies, and he's just mind blown. He's like, this horrible game, these horrible mechanics, and they add falling damage.
Of course.
I'm like, yeah. Falling damage is a weird thing. It can make or break a game sometimes.
It can.
Which does not make sense. You're like, how could that happen? But it does.
Ouch, these guys throw bones and they suck.
The guy just like threw bone and then it's like, okay, well, I'm done. That's me.
Ouch, I'm almost dead on normal. This isn't good. Welcome. I also just love the way that a lot of these screens are framed. Like the way you just like, some screens don't move.
Yeah.
And you just kind of run across the whole screen. Anyway, this guy's like, I am Javier Pussycat.
Is he a jaguar luchador?
He's Jaguar Javier. He once was a human, but now he works for Calaca, the bad guy.
Is that how it works? You would start working for somebody bad and you get catified?
Pretty much.
So if you went to work for like PetSmart or something, maybe?
Pretty much. No. Also, the green water is just kind of like inconvenience water. You just like fall in it and you just respawn. There's no death. Which is kind of, you know, here and there.
That's funny. That's weird. I've never seen a game mechanic like that.
I understand that it wants to get you back in the game, but there's also like, you know...
If there's literally absolutely no penalty, then...
That was a massive chicken that talked to me about how to dodge these things.
Okay, yeah, Yep. I was gonna see if we were gonna talk about that one or not.
No, but it's normal.
No, it's not. In a game where skeletons are going around and, you know, Jaguar Luchador is talking to you.
It's all good in the hood.
So gooey. So it's kind of funny. The Dolphin emulator for the Wii and GameCube, the GameCube and Wii emulator, it's gotten one or two people who have been hugely influential to it lately. So they've made its capabilities really powerful. So old GameCube or Wii games, you know, you can play on there and stuff, and it's really great. Mm-hmm. Except the only problem they haven't figured out is how to get the ROMs like safe yet. So you still have to like go to really sketchy ROM sites to do it.
Oh man. So every time, the way this game kind of works is like there'll often be times when a place will just block off and you'll have to fight enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you finish it, you get a pinata, which has a silver coin and some normal coins. And you spend silver coins on costumes, and I can actually change my costume for you here in a second.
Costume?
Yeah. So I have 22 silver, and these are the costumes I have unlocked right now. And they kind of all have different perks to them. It's kind of stupid. I personally just like to have the normal outfit, but you can be like the Diablo.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
El Diablo.
What does this one do?
You get more stamina, and
you steal. Oh, okay.
You steal life, but your health bar is like reduced by half.
So it's like a Rogue Legacy. Like there's this, but in place of that, there's this.
Yes, pretty much. Pros and cons. Okay, well, let's act like you see what's happening.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so there's a goat here and a statue. You destroy the statue and you get a power. And the cool thing about the powers in the game is that they also act as like platforming abilities. So you get this one, which is the Rooster Uppercut. And what that is up and B. And then you'll get one which is like a headbutt, which is just holding, just tapping B without any movement. And then you get one which is the Frog Slam, which is down and B, and that's, you know, moving down. And then a left and right one, which is dashing.
Okay.
So there's kind of like a, you know, a directional thing to it. So like this one here would be a Frog Slam, but I don't have that right now. And then this here is the Rooster Uppercut, which is up and B, and that breaks that. But the cool thing is, it also acts as like a double jump to places, to places that I can't actually reach yet.
Oh, and so that green block Okay, now it's starting to level out a little bit better.
Yeah, do you
So
see that?
that
Do you see that blue one up there on the left?
yeah, I do see that actually.
That's the dashing one. I don't have that
Okay.
yet.
Um, so that there was a green block a little while back, and is that what that was for frog
Frogs.
slime?
Yep. Where you hold push down and B.
Oh, and your stamina blocks are for this, for these.
Yes, those yellow blocks below my health.
Okay, so you can't just go around like uppercutting everything.
No, but later on in the game, you get to the point where you have like 7, 8 blocks, and you have upgrades that recharge them fast. So like you just keep using those over and over.
Right.
But earlier on, you have to kind of save them. So it's interesting platforming stuff here.
Huh. Yeah, I can see how they could make this a very interesting way of platforming.
It's interesting though because like you do get a double jump later, like an official double jump where you tap A twice.
Yeah.
Their wall jumping shows up, and there's ability called Goat Run. Is it Goat Run? Goat Fly and Goat Run, I think. And basically, when you're latched onto a wall, like you'd be, jumping off of it, you hold up and Y and you run up the wall. I might die here on normal. This is embarrassing.
This is embarrassing.
And then Goat Fly, which is you hold a direction away from the wall and you just fly in that direction until you hit something. So
I don't know why, but this keeps reminding me of Rogue Legacy. Like, it's nothing like it, but at the same time, like, it just reminds me of it. How it's got weird platforming and how the attacks you get can actually help your platforming, and then your how it's a really hard platformer. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of it.
It's true.
I got really into Rogue Legacy for a while there.
I tried to get back into it, but I just always get fed up with it.
Yeah, like you get a really good run, and you're like, oh, this game is great, and then you're like, okay, no, I'm done.
Just nope. I don't know. Whoops. Okay, so I have enough for a health chunk or a stamina chunk.
Yeah, I have 7 hours logged in that from like a few days. But
no, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna buy something, but I decided not to. So like I was saying, you get all these different abilities, and they all eventually like play into certain platforming challenges. Like there's one where you're at the top of a tree, and you have to jump through all this stuff and change dimensions while you're like flying through the air. And if you change dimensions at the wrong time, within like half a second of the wrong time, you will like go through what you're supposed to land on and like hit some saws and start all over again. So
oh my gosh,
you really have to and there comes a point where they'll incorporate like everything. Like you have to like drop below a platform or whatever, and then do like a double jump, an uppercut, a dash, to be able to like stay underneath long enough for whatever's passing above you to pass, and then you can get back up on the ledge. So you have to like use all your abilities to be able to survive.
So are there times that you need to like grind a little bit just to like get the enough ability to be able to do that, or does it usually?
It's an open world game. This is the map. These are all the different locations.
Oh jeez.
I think 2 of these. I think Pico de Gallo is the volcano. And then
Yeah, not racist at all.
Canal de la Flores. I think those are 2 new locations for the Super Turbo Championship Edition.
Okay.
But like all these
Yeah,
places,
it looks like they're kind of added on because there's like multiple paths to them in different ways. So looks like that could be.
But it is open world, so like I said, those places that had those areas that I couldn't get to before, I can go back to later. And so that's kind of what I did when I was playing, is I waited till I had all the abilities and then sort of focused on clearing all the different locations.
Okay.
So, whoops.
So, yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Yeah.
This is a hard game not to finish playing, though. I'll say that. If you start this game, you're gonna want to finish it.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah, seeing as how with Rogue Legacy, mainly the reason I stopped was because I felt like I wasn't getting progress. I could definitely see me playing this for a very long time.
Yeah, this has a lot of content, and there's an end to it.
In fact, if it's
a very
But-
difficult end as well. It's not like you get, because I had all the upgrades, and it was still a hard boss. So,
Alright.
so this is
Yeah, it looks really cool. I like it.
this is the combo chicken.
What?
He teaches me combos. I'm gonna fight with Poncho.
Not bad.
Not bad.
The guy's just like,
I think there's 3 or 4 sets of combos this guy teaches you, and I think in the last set I was in here for like 20 minutes trying to get some of them.
Really?
Yeah, they're very tricky because it doesn't really tell you the timing on these things. You just like do the moves, so you have to kind of figure out what each move does and how to time your next attack.
Wait. What's that one on the far right?
That's,
Oh my gosh.
That's Casa Crashes.
Los Casa Crashes. I love it.
I think I can do.
Are
one
all
more
of
here.
the things in the back like references to different things?
There's a lot of references in this game. I don't know if all those. Oh, there's this one right here is Mario and Luigi, the one I'm jumping in front of.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't know if there's any others though. There is a. I think there's a VVV reference.
Somewhere on the back there?
No, later on in the game.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh,
Could-
on the left, protein, huge muscles. That E is a E tank from, was it Mega Man?
Probably, because this game is like a really big platforming.
Yeah, I think that was Mega Man.
There we go. Alright. Okay, gotta do this properly.
Right now, that's gonna bother me. Let me get this on E tank.
Okay, I think that's all I can do.
Yeah, Mega Man.
So I did that. Now I have enough to buy. I'm gonna do the stamina regen boost, and then I'm probably gonna go stamina delay boost next time.
Steam is a little bit messed up. It has Gold Edition and Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition for the same price.
Yeah.
Even though Guacamelee Super Turbo blah, blah, has 2 more levels and more stuff, so that's kind of fun.
I don't know why they still have gold
User
edition.
score of this game is only 60.
Really?
Yeah,
That's sad.
there is. Oh, it's just because there's not many reviews in general.
Oh,
So a couple nitpicky people played it, pretty much.
I don't really have many problems with this game. I think it's fun.
Yeah, they're probably just yeah. I could yeah.
Okay, so this is the Temple of Rain. This is where I was on my hard playthrough.
Oh right, okay.
This introduces like jumping between light and dark worlds, but you don't have the ability to do it manually. You just have to jump into portals. So you go up here, jump into the portal, and then in the dark world or dead world or whatever, the temple is open.
Do they have like scythe arms?
They're just stupid.
Look like burnt chicken arms. That's great. Or burnt chicken wings. Rather.
This woman's name is X Tibet or whatever, which is like a word for...
Hello, Mrs. Lava Lamp there.
I know. This is funny. She does like a... Oh my gosh, my stupid controller. She does like a hip thrust. Ugh. And she's like, there's no effect.
It is. Try his hip thrust. It is not effective.
Because I think that her name is a reference to like a Mexican demon about sexuality or something. I don't know.
Oh, that is a very, very weird connection.
Well, you know what a succubus is?
No.
It's like
Yes.
it's like a demon that kills people by having sex with them.
Okay, no, I had no idea what that was.
Yeah, it's just like a thing. You know,
Okay.
Think like Venus, but evil. I guess I don't know. It's just a thing. Look at all these little things.
Oh my gosh. This is definitely a team game. Yeah. Look at this.
So supposedly
They're just a bunch
co-op
of rowdy teams.
co-op is like, I guess, impossible to play because of how much is going on the screen at once.
I would think so.
I imagine it'd be really fun though.
Is there online co-op?
No, just local.
Oh, that's sad.
I know. So we got this platforming bit here.
Oh my gosh, and certain platforms are Dark World, and oh my gosh, yeah, okay, I could totally see this being very, very weird.
Okay, I can't go up there.
Oh, do you not have like wall jumping yet?
No, I get the wall jump on this level though.
It's kind of interesting, a game that, I mean, you very quickly are getting very many elements of the jumping and stuff, and it seems like, you know, at the beginning of the game you'd have a lot of this stuff, but then, you know, oh, what am I trying to say? Like, beginning of the game you get all the stuff, and then the rest of the game would just be using it and get very boring.
Yeah.
But it seems like they use it very well.
They pace it very well. There's always a very challenging thing to be done.
So to kill that enemy, you have to go into the Dark World?
Yes. They're silhouette when they're not in the world you're in, but they can still hurt you.
Right.
So that adds an element to it. So it's like you want to deal with the people that are in your world, and then go to the other world.
Right, so maybe the other world has the more difficult person right now, so maybe you go into that world.
Yes.
And you are just jumping on this guy.
Yep.
I love how, like, you smash a block and he's totally like, what's going on? And then you just jump it on him and he's like, oh, whatever. I get, you know, crazy jumping guys all day long.
Oh,
Whoa.
He's the goat, man. He gives me the abilities.
Whoa.
That might be a reference to Emperor's New Groove too.
Yeah, I would think so. That seems a very Emperor's New Groove. Yay!
Wall jump.
Wall jump.
So now we have like some crusties going on.
Crusties. That one part in Limbo that you suddenly almost peed your pants because you're suddenly really scared from everything jumping and making noise. Oh my god!
I know.
My mic just broke.
Dude, that's nothing compared to some later stuff. That is absolutely nothing.
Oh my gosh! I have no idea what you even just did. Holy moly. Stop it, you bad man.
Look at this, ready?
You're like, you don't even know.
My legs are fine.
These boots? Yeah, got them from some place named Aperture. Don't know. Don't ask me.
I don't.
Because
know.
Physics?
I don't know how to do this one. I don't think I can do this one right now, actually.
Wait. Because what? You were just like holding onto that wall.
Actually, if I
Go into the other world, maybe?
No, I think because I was in the Dark World, but I went up there, and there was a.
Oh, so you have to be able to manually switch between worlds to be able to do it.
And I don't have that yet, so.
You can't single wall jump?
No, you fall lower every time.
Uh-huh.
Die!
Combat seems very, very fun.
It is very fun. It's very, very engaging. Ooh, I have enough for the delay boost. So I bought a regen boost, which makes it come back more quickly, and then a delay boost, which means it takes less time for it to start regenning.
Okay, right. So it starts regenning faster and regens faster in general.
Yes. Which is always a nice thing.
Okay, so that's kind of...
You use,
what?
Get out of my way. You use, abilities all the time when you're fighting
Right.
people.
It seems neat that, like, they made it to where, like, that ranged guy was the Dark World, so it's like, it's not like you were probably going to hit him that much anyways, but it's just kind of like, okay, this ranged guy is getting on my nerves.
There's a lot of,
Clever bits.
clever things like that. There's a part where eventually shields get introduced into the game where a character will have a shield that's the color of an ability. And in order to break that shield, you have to do that ability.
So you can, like, hit him, but it doesn't do any damage until you break the shield.
Until I break the shield. And there's this part where the floor is made of green bricks, which is the frog slam.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of enemies with green shields spawn. So you so like every other floor bit is a green block, and if you, in order to break their shields, you have to break some blocks. This part's clever. I have to keep changing worlds to have these guys fall lower and lower. And
Without dying from all their ranged attacks first.
And then eventually they'll just fall into the lava.
Whoa, that's a lot of money. Yay! Party!
No, that's a false one. This is the right one. There you go. All these chests have enemies in them. But I'm gonna attack them anyway because they give me money.
Because money. It's kind of funny, every, like, I don't know, 2 minutes, it keeps popping up saying you're playing the game.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, you are now playing this, you are now playing this. So when you, like, saw, like, at 2 in the morning that I kept playing FTL, I probably was A, going in and out of it, but then it was B, saying I was going in and out of it, even though I wasn't at that time. So you were just like, what is this man doing?
2 in the morning?
Yeah, remember the next day you're like, it was like,
Oh.
I think it wasn't your wedding day, but it was the day before.
I remember.
Yeah.
Like the first time you had played it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that night after you showed me it. Well, so this is the guy that spoiler, and not one level that spoiler that you spoiler, and then you're all like, what?
Pretty much. Oh yeah!
You went from like 3 rooms ago having 550 gold to now almost over 1,000. You get what?
I get headbutt in this level as well.
Have you seen that Game Grumps episode where they're just like, you know, a funny word that I've never really thought of? Headbutt. And Aaron just finds it the funniest thing on earth, and he's laughing for like 3 straight minutes.
Just tap.
Before I find your mother. Seems legit.
Yeah, that goat keeps talking about finding my mother and dating her.
Oh, ew. That's not what I was thinking.
Come in.
Just to open that door, you have to do, like, special platforming skills.
I know. It's great. Here's that bit I was talking well, no, not this bit necessarily, but I have to drop.
Gosh. Yeah.
Drop below, uppercut.
Yep, I see it. Wow, that's crazy.
Wait for it
I saw that like a hair before you said it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go back up. Oh, dang it.
Oh my gosh, just to get places, that's insane. Like, it's not like once you clear a room, you're done. Like, just to move around.
I already went through here. It's cool, you go to the map and it shows you, like, places that you can be.
Wait, what are those doors on the map that are, like... Oh, are they
those tell you
portals?
like they tell you what? Yeah, like I go through here and now I'm over here.
Oh.
Oops.
Wow.
Okay, headbutt.
Like how every move in this game has like a special like build up of color. So just a headbutt, he's like.
So now that I found that Olmec head,
Oh my.
I can,
Sounds like you're trying to insult him. Now that I found that Mac head.
Olmec head.
Just
I might finish this temple and then call it good.
Yeah. That's weird that the internet bugged out for a minute there because it's been fine since. That was really weird. Oh, this is where you were in the hard one that you were playing for like 30 seconds, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think it might have been. No, maybe not. Maybe it just looked like it-ish.
No, this might have been it. Yeah, this is
Was it?
Yeah.
Because I remember that little hill in that like armadillo thingy.
Yeah, this is it. Jump back and forth.
Oh, gosh, stop. Ow, stop.
It's really hard to understand when you're not playing. I will say that.
Well, here I at least see what you're doing. That first one, I was just like, oh my gosh, what?
Ew.
Those little guys are like the kids that you have to babysit, and they just decided to like go club everybody with like tiki masks, and you're just like, ugh.
I hate it when that happens.
You just call her, dispense your kids.
Dispense of the kids. Whoops.
No, I said Mrs. Spencer. Dispense of the kids. Mr. Adamson, dispense of the kids.
But sir, that is a very drastic measure. I said dispense of them.
Get rid of them.
Hello?
Oh, lava lamp here. Hello.
Hello.
She's just like, luchador.
Luchador. She's crazy. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I know. Her hair is like glitching through the floor.
She gets upset that I have like no reaction to her.
You're the silent protagonist, and she's just like, are you serious right now?
I never say anything.
I love when a game is self-conscious about the silent protagonist. Like, I can't remember which one, but there was a Zelda game where someone's just like, are you just like not gonna say anything? And like Link is like really confused, like
what?
Wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Speaking is for other people.
I don't do this speaking.
Vocal cords haven't been used in forever.
I want Half-Life 3 to come out.
What?
I want Half-Life 3 to come out.
I am seriously amazed that they haven't done it yet. I think, well, isn't it like supposedly at least that they're waiting for like better like graphics and stuff to come out so that they can make it better?
That's what I had heard like 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's true or not, unless they are working on it, just taking freaking forever. I doubt it because it's been freaking forever.
I'm pretty sure they are working on it, but because I know that they have a Source 2 engine that they're working on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Because Source is kind of neat, but it's gotten a little bit outdated and
It is a little outdated.
just old in general.
You can get some really nice looking textures on it though, like with Portal 2.
That's
it
true.
Looks really nice, but
Usually, though, like you play Counter-Strike and it's like every other texture is that wood and same, you know, what you call it, you know, like, yeah, just all feels the same. It's like I'm playing Half-Life. Nope, just kidding. It's Counter-Strike. Feels exactly the same. I have not played till the end of any Half-Life yet. I own Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and Half-Life 1. I have not played the end of any of them.
Man, you gotta do that. You need to get the
Yeah.
Black Mesa mod, is what you need.
I do.
You have it?
Haven't played it.
It's, I feel like it's, because Half-Life 1 feels really dated now. So, playing the,
Yeah, I have it installed, and let me guess, controller.
whoops. No, I just was stupid.
Were you just standing there?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna break it, but I didn't run through.
Oh.
I forgot that I had to do this.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, the Black Mesa mod I played for about 10, 15, 20 minutes-ish. Something like that. 10 hour, 3, I don't know, whatever. But I got to pretty much the part where you crawl around and hit zombies in the dark. I'm like, yep, this is supposed to be horror. And I was bored
Dude, that's
again.
like half of the game.
I know.
Dude,
That's why.
check out this reference. I got the axe. You don't get it, do you?
I do, but I can't remember. Oh my gosh, what is it again?
Here, you'll figure it out now.
Yes. Yeah. Oh gosh,
Sweetie, sweetie.
happened to her. Yay!
I did it. I want to say that this temple is over.
Is that it?
That is the end of this temple.
Okay. I want to say that this temple is over.
Yep, that brings us back to Santa Lucida. So if you guys thought this game was interesting,
Go die. Oops.
go buy it. It's highly worth $15. I've spent a lot of time in it, and it's excellent.
Especially if it goes on sale.
So play it. We played this. You play it.
Yep. It's
With
great.
it this way, that way. This way, that way.
Yeah.
Could this be real? It always has been. Yo, this way? No, no.